Second one, computed go to. Next principle is orthogonality. Independent functions should be controlled by independent mechanisms. The main aspect of orthogonality principle is to work with highly independent programming modules such as objects and functions. The main aspect of object-oriented program is to lower coupling. The structure of the coding reflects the operations. If you want to make a little program to test out one API or interface, and you have to link in every library in the system, you have too much coupling. Your system is not orthogonal. When you are developing a language, each structural components should cooperate with other components within a restricted limit. No one unlimited cooperations. Applicable examples: we reflect direct operation by plus sign and inverse of it by minus sign. Second one, can set up libraries when dealing with languages like C, C++, and Java. Third one, in C language, only the pthread library permits to manage threads, not processes. Fourth one, Java string handling functions can only be dealt with string type data. Fifth one, Fortran compiler specific to different types of GOT statement according to the organization.
So let's move to the summary of this session. So at the finishing stage, we are discussed about some main principal aspects in language design. In this discussion, we have covered 4 main scopes in language principles. First one, concepts in early design stage, relevant data and information with 0-1 infinity principle and syntactic consistency, because those principles called and defines about the design stage. The next step, the problems with existing languages. So most of existing languages developed in elegant way, but it is not only the aesthetic sense of the developer. If you are try to increasing user interaction of the coding, it may be affected to the power of the operations or the power of that language. So these two things should be managed or balanced. Increasing user friendliness may be decreasing the power of the language. The third step is the protection of the language in each line. So each language coding or programming codes should be protected by the unambiguous operations. We discussed those things in defense in depth principle. The last step, how should be the hierarchy of the structure inside a program. It means that the user able to identify the hierarchy of the execution process, the gradually how it grows and conclusion. So these main 8 principles can be defined in a vast scope, but in here we are briefly and concisely presented you the basic idea. Anyone or the new learner or the new developer can understand these concepts. In a particular environment, there are about more than 20 principles in language design, but we are hoping to get a clear understanding about basic principles, and then we can move on to the other principles in a later stage. Thank you.